What's up, you guys? It's Vendico coming at you with another video today. Let me just put this, okay. So yeah, nice new microphone. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about something from my Dark History playlist. We're going to be talking about the Salem Witchcraft trials. By the time I upload this, it'll be the day after what I'm doing. It's like kind of almost 12, so who knows? Alright, so let's begin. Salem Witchcraft trials. The devil visited the village of Salem, Massachusetts in 1962, and let loose a host of his fearful witches on the innocent, God-fearing community. The fear of witchcraft that possessed the village of Salem in Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1692 remains in America popular culture as the single most celebrated of all witch hunts, because of the accusations of a small circle of girls and young women who frighten themselves with their runaway imaginations and hysteric responses to real or imagined phenomena. An entire community became crazed and caught up in the fear of that many of their neighbors were serving the devil in secret. The results of this witch hysteria was the deaths of 24 men and women who were hung, crushed to death, or died in prison. The flame of witch madness was ignited in the home of the Puritan preacher Samuel Paris when his female slave Tituba began telling stories of voodoo and spirits to his 9-year-old daughter Betty and her cousin Abigail Williams, who was 11. While it is certain that Reverend Paris would have scolded Tituba for filling the girl's head with such ghost stories, Abigail and Betty cherished these secret times with the woman and kept quiet about the nature of the conversation. Soon the exciting storytelling sessions in the Paris household were attracting older girls, such as a 16-year-old Mary Walcott and an 18-year-old Susanna Sheldon, who wanted Tituba to tell their fortunes and predict their future husbands, as well as tell them scary stories. Although Reverend Paris and the other village clergymen fulminated from the pulpits about the dangers of seeking occult knowledge, the girls of Salem ignored such warnings in favor of having an exciting diversion that could help them through a long, cold winter. After hearing about the secret sessions at the Paris home, Anne Putman, a fragile, high-strung 12-year-old, joined the circle in the company of the Putnam's maid, 19-year-old Marcy Lewis, and was much more widely read than the other girls, and was blessed with a quick wit, high intelligence, and lively imagination. She soon became Tituba's most avid and apt pupil, and was quite familiar with the imagery in the biblical book of Revelations. Revelations with its dragons, horned beasts, devils, and damnation. It seemed that while part of Anne's psyche was thrilled with the forbidden knowledge of Tituba, shared with the girls, another aspect was racked with guilt and fear that they were courting devilish enchantment. Okay. With their strict Puritan upbringing, there is little to no doubt that most of the other girls were often conflicted with the same conscience and feared of discovery. As the days passed, little Betty fell subjects to sudden fits of weeping and was always often seen to be staring blankly at the wall. Shortly after, Abigail got down on all fours and began barking like a dog and braying like a donkey. Mary Walcott and Susanna Sheldon fell into convulsions or seizures. Anne Putman and Marcy Lewis also began to suffer seizures. I could have just said that. Okay. Something evil had come to the Salem and possessed the girls. After 4 years previously in the north end of Boston, 4 children in the John Godwin family had fallen into such fits, babbling blemishes and ignoring the prayers of the clergy. It took the famous preacher Cotton Mather to quiet the work of a witch, an Irish washerwoman named Glover, and restore the children to normalcy. The memories of this horrid event, including the hanging of the witch Glover, were very much alive in the minds of the Salem clergy when they began to ask the girls who were tormenting them. Tabuda was the first name from the possessed children's lips. Next was Sarah Good, an odd woman who smoked a foul-smelling pipe and who had previously been suspected of spreading smallpox through witchcraft. The church fathers were not surprised by the naming of these two women, but when the girls also named Sarah Osborne, the village was shocked. Mrs. Osborne was a well-to-do property owner who lived in one of the most substantial homes in Salem. Nevertheless, warrants were issued for all three women. From the dramatic beginning, the list of the names of the devil's disciples grew steadily longer. The wealthy merchant Philip English, Goodwife Proctor, the wife of a successful farmer and tavern keeper, John Proctor, Martha Corey, the wife of another prosperous farmer, Giles Corey, Sarah Good's 4-year-old daughter, Darkest, was also put into chains and accused of a witch. Two magistrates, John Horthon and Jonathan Corwin, were sent out from the General Court of Massachusetts Colony to hear testimonies that described tales of talking animals, dark shapes, red cats, and a tall man who undoubtedly the devil himself. When 71-year-old Rebecca Nurse was arrested for witchcraft against her neighbors, the townsfolk realized that if saintly Rebecca could be named a witch, no one was safe from such accusations. Rebecca was noted for her pity and simplicity of heart. Although the jury initially acquitted her, the judge ordered them to reconsider, and she was hanged on the gallows hill on July 19th, 1692. Several hundred people in and around Salem were accused of witchcraft, even the wife of Massachusetts Governor William Phillips. Such an outrage provoked Phipps into taking a stand against any further imprisonments, and he forbade any more executions for witchcraft in Salem. Because of the governor's actions, nearly 150 men and women were still enchained to prison walls and were set free. Many who had been convicted of witchcraft were pardoned in 1711. The Massachusetts legislature passed a journey amnesty that exonerated all but 6 of the accused witches. In 1957, the state legislature passed a resolution letting go, or kind of acquitting her, Anne Pueder, who had been hung. Finally, on November 1st, 2001, acting Massachusetts Governor Jane Smith approved a bill that cleared all of the accused witches hung in the Salem, in Salem 1692 and 1693. The bill, cleared all of them. The bill exonerated the final 5 who had not been cleared by the previous amnesty resolutions: Susanna Martin, Bridget Bishop, Alice Parker, Margaret Scott, and Wilmot Red. In her study of the witchcraft trials, The Devil in Massachusetts, Marian L. Starkley makes the following observation: No definitive history of Salem witchcraft has ever been written or is likely to be, for it would take a lifetime and would be an encyclopedic in dimension. That is it for today, guys, and I hope you have a good day. And as always, be good to your people. Bye.